Well, years after Charlotte City Manager pledged sweeping changes to ensure inclusivity with government contracting, our team discovered the city did not fully live up to one of those promises.
Back in 2022, you might remember there was a Where's the Money investigation where we found out the city excluded qualified small business owners and awarded more than $400,000 in government work to an uncertified talent coach who was friends with a top city executive.
So let's bring in Nate Morabito once again, who followed up and discovered the city didn't completely follow through here. Nate.
That's right. In response to our investigation, the city manager sent this memo to council members in October 2022, promising, among other things, yearly training for all managers aimed at increasing contracting opportunities for minority, women, and small businesses. The training would help make sure spending decisions use taxpayer money responsibly, align with the city's values, and are the result of fair and open competition. The city didn't start hosting any trainings until nearly a year and a half later, and only after we asked for proof training actually took place. The opportunity to land a contract with the city has a value only small business owners truly understand.
It's a big deal because it could be life or death for a company.
LaPronda Span is an expert in helping those companies get government work, a time-consuming process that often doesn't bear fruit. But in recent years, the consultants noticed positive changes with the city in both areas.
They have done a fantastic job with making sure that we are notified about different opportunities that are available.
She's even secured contracts of her own. Even so, she says the culture still needs work.
There are some who really want to see us successful and they'll do their jobs. But I think there are those who really just get a paycheck every 2 weeks.
We weren't even given an opportunity to throw our hat in the ring.
After our 2022 investigation found the city overlooked certified businesses for hundreds of thousands of dollars in pandemic-era work.
You speak about diversity, equity, inclusion. Now it's time to walk the talk.
The city manager hoped annual manager training would help restore confidence and spur more inclusion.
There are opportunities for us to be more intentional.
WCNC Charlotte waited more than 2 years for the city to provide any evidence yearly training ever occurred. Finally, this year, the city shared proof of in-person sessions held in February 2024, followed by online training that educated 852 employees in all about changes that went into effect in late 2022. Most notably, a new mandate that requires employees request a quote from a certified minority, women, and small business enterprise when spending under $100,000. Most of the employees trained were not what the city defines as managers.
It's unfortunate because I do think that many of them need to be trained or retrained.
In fact, to date, fewer than 25% of all supervisors who manage others citywide have received this procurement training. For the minority and women small business owners, what message does this send?
There's a double standard.
Robert Dawkins is Action NC's political director.
If you're going to hold people accountable, hold yourself accountable.
The community activist says the city's actions suggest this training
basically it's a placation.
Wasn't a priority. How does that feel like a priority when it took that long to get the training done? And when the training was done, it wasn't even for all the managers.
It shouldn't have taken so long.
Deputy City Manager Sean Heath answered our questions in place of City Manager Marcus Jones.
The procurement department was included in my portfolio. So there's more that I should have done to have ensured that the training happened earlier than it did. So that's on me.
Despite the delay, he says the city feels good about the training's evolution, from targeting all managers to only focusing on the employees actually involved in procurement.
Could the time frame have been compressed? It could have, and it should have. I'm accountable for that. But have we ended up in a place where we have what I believe is even a stronger system than what was contemplated at the end of 2022? I believe the answer to that is definitively yes.
He says that training plus multiple layers of procurement protections,
we're very comfortable with where we are today,
have resulted in a culture shift that prioritizes inclusion.
Our commitment to CBI, to minority, women, small businesses is unwavering.
So what do the numbers tell us? Well, city records show the city's spending with these kinds of businesses actually decreased to a 4-year low during the most recent reporting period after years of increases. A spokesperson told us the latest report should be released in the coming weeks and is expected to show an increase in spending.
I suspect they'll be sending you that report and you'll be looking into that
I'll
too.
be waiting for that report for sure.
You've been following up.
You know, it's important. I mean, the spending has increased substantially since 2017, but after many years of increasing, it seems a bit odd that it dropped.
Yeah.
Way to look into it.
Yep. If it's a priority, we'll see if it's a continued priority.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate.